From my standpoint, working in a nonprofit, I've been on boards of nonprofits, but actually working in a nonprofit that speaks to my heart and the work that I want to do and help others as far as transforming their lives is concerned.
Yeah.
And I always tell my staff, I tell them the work that we do is hard. I understand that. And there are days that you're going to be weary.
Yeah.
But I want you to ask yourself two questions
Oh, I know what they are, but go
every
ahead.
single day. When you get up in the morning, ask yourself the question, what am I going to do to transform a life today? And then at the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I do to transform a life today? And that is what keeps me going on the toughest days and on those days where we have victories and one of our families announces something special that's happened in their lives. That's when I know we're doing the right things.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, do I get to ask Dana a question? Dana,
Absolutely.
what did you do to transform a life today?
What I did to transform a life today is to stay focused on what's important relative to our families. And I came to our town to tell that story.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. We were talking about modeling behavior, and something that really stood out to me. We have a graduation celebration every spring, and the first one that I attended this year, it really pulled at my heart. You see parents kids cheering for their parents. Yeah, I'm talking about the adult education graduation program, and them being able to model that behavior, and just the excitement in the air, the excitement and a sense of pride that the parents had. You know, a lot of our families, people were not taught to dream and did not know that they could dream. And so to open those doors and to reach those milestones and to be doing it with every single family member that you have and with your kids cheering you on and vice versa. That's been probably one of my favorite moments so far.
And one of your staff, Rita, right? Isn't she a graduate of the program?
Yeah, Rita McAdoo came through our program. She got her associate's degree over at Drake State, and she is just a phenomenal example of what's possible when people engage with the programs of the Village of Promise. And now she serves as the executive assistant to the CEO, actually my special assistant, but she's actually the one that really runs the operation.
That's cool.
Rita is an incredible person. She is a light. She is a light every day.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's not a day that you can come into the place and be around Rita and not feel what's at stake if we fail at what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because she is a product of that light, a product of what can happen when you can transform a life through the Village of Promise.
And there have been quite a few people who have returned
What's
through the
the
program
what's
to return to be on staff. Sorry.
what's the top goal for 2024?
Top goal for 2024 is for us to make sure that we've got the partnerships, the infrastructure in place to be able to expand our capacity to deliver. I want to touch more lives, more families, and just have everything that we need to be able to do that.
Got it.
And that builds in a part of Dana's strategic vision that eventually, and it's a model in progress, that we will be an example within the Southeast region for our city size.
Yeah, I want to do what
Harlem Children.
they're doing with
Yeah.
the Harlem Children's Zone. They've got a Practitioners Institute because they are a center of excellence for what they do in transforming lives. I want us to be that center of excellence for cities the size of Huntsville, much like the National Children's Advocacy Center.
Yeah.
I want us to deliver services locally, but I want us to have influence across the country and even internationally. That's ultimately what I'd love for us to do.
And we have had feedback, come into different communities within North Alabama. But again, we are where we are at, and we are growing this one to be able to serve here.